What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. Today's review is going to be a new cigar that just came on the market, Kentucky Cured, and it's the Swamp Thing. And this is released by Drew Estates. As you can see, it is a regular, if you haven't tried the Kentucky Fire Cured tobacco cigar, then suggest trying that. This is adding a Candela wrapper, as you can see on the outside of it. It's definitely interesting. I have only had a few of the Fire Cured cigars. Not really my preference, but it's always interesting to try something I haven't had, just to, maybe at the time I had it, it wasn't as great as I thought it was, and then later, like now, if I try it again, maybe I will totally be into it. It is interesting. I'm always interested to try anything with a Candela wrapper on it, just because I do like a little bit of sweetness that wrapper brings to the blend. But let's go ahead and cut it up and we'll get into the pre-draw. Okay, definitely getting where I made the cut, definitely getting a fire cured smell profile, like a hickory. Almost like a burnt charcoal off of the foot. So not really anything where you're going to get a typical cigar profile. At least I haven't had anything to experience like this other than this cigar itself. But let's go ahead and light it up and we'll get into that first stir. So we'll go ahead and use the trusty torch lighter. And if there's any background noise, I do apologize. I am running a fan since Arizona's decided to get nice and warm again. Our springs are very short and our summers seem very long, so triple digits already. So again, if you hear any background fan, I do apologize. That's not my thing. I'm going to try to do the best I can when I'm editing, but let's go ahead and take a pause. I am getting a good draw off the cigar. I am getting a little bit of that sweetness from that Candela wrapper. A little bit of the lingering hickory flavor. Kind of reminds you of a sweet barbecue sauce, which is kind of odd. But, maybe that's what they intended. Definitely a different experience with this cigar. Definitely getting a salted butter profile. It's creamy, but it's salty, almost like butter. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a sweet cream. I don't know. Definitely leaving like a dry leather profile on my lips. And so far, very interesting. We'll see how much it changes, if it stays the same, if it gets more intense. But stay tuned and we'll be back with that second third of the Kentucky Fire Cured Swamp Thing. Alright, everybody, welcome back to our second third of our review of the Kentucky Cured Swamp Thing by Drew Estates. Am noticing, if you haven't seen already, it doesn't burn very even. The Candela wrapper, just depending, I guess, on how you smoke it, but it just seems like it's uneven. I had to touch it up a couple times and it's still not correcting itself, and I'm not even through half the cigar yet. So that would be my one unpositive remark, would be that the burn isn't as razor sharp as I would prefer it to be. I don't want to have to play with the cigar when I'm smoking it, keep touching it up. And I did notice that the first time I smoked this cigar a couple days ago, I had to keep touching it up. And I was thinking it was maybe just that cigar itself, but unfortunately it isn't. It seems like that's just the way the cigar is. But I do smoke some cigars quickly, so that might be partially the reason. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely if you want to try it, check it out, but be aware that might be an issue for you. Might not be. It does try to correct itself, but so far the profiles are about the same. Real strong hickory flavor, not so much anything else, more like a smoke, real heavy smoke hickory. For me, that's all right. It's just not something I want to just taste alone so far. But, you know, to each is his own. Stay tuned. We're back with the final third of our cigar. Once I get through about halfway, we'll see if it's changed at all. And then we'll go from there. All right, everybody, in the final third of our review of the Kentucky Cured Swamp Thing. The profiles aren't really changing that much. There is a little bit of a spice to hit you now as you're getting towards the end of the cigar. But all in all, as I said, it's pretty much the same profile through. I didn't advise at the beginning. The wrapper obviously is Candela. I don't know the origin of that wrapper, and the binder and filler are both not disclosed by Drew Estates. They have a lot of cigars where they don't disclose it, and I'm not sure if that's because they change the blends very often. I have no idea, but it's not disclosed. And the size of this cigar is a 6x52, and there also is a Swamp Rat that I believe is a smaller size, or it might be a completely different cigar. But all in all, if you like the Kentucky Cured cigars and you're really looking for a little bit of a difference, try the Swamp Thing with the Candela wrapper. It might be a little bit different than what you're used to. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in. Leave your like and subscribe. And have a great day. Have a great smoke. And I will see you next time.